biology minor. Her plans after graduation are studying for the MCAT and applying to medical schools. Congratulations, Serena Harris. Our next graduate, Dana Kim, escorted by parents Phil and Karen Kim. Dana is a liberal arts elementary education major. Her plans after graduation are a teaching position, hopefully here in Western Michigan. Congratulations, Dana Kim. Our third graduate is Audrey Park, escorted by parents Sarah Park and Andrew Park. Audrey's major is communication. Her minors, Asian studies and Japanese studies. Audrey's plans after graduation are teaching English abroad and graduate school. Next up, Rainey Thomas. Rainey's escort today is Amber Dyer. Rainey has double majors here at Hope, chemistry and Spanish.
And killing it with a
and a minor in computer science. Rainey's plans after graduation to take a gap year while she applies to medical school. She'll also be doing research at the University of Michigan over the summer and working as a flight attendant for American Airlines.
Woo! Yeah, America!
Congratulations, Rainey. And a minor in leadership. Mara's plans after graduation, working as a freelance filmmaker here in West Michigan. She's also very excited to be getting married in September. Congratulations, Mara and family. Alex Watts, escorted by parents Rick and Tammy Watts. Alex major is geology. Her minor, environmental science. Plans after graduation are interning with 8th Day Farms for the summer. Congratulations, Alexandria. And last but not least, Alex Webb, escorted by Shelley Dean. Alex major is sociology, minor in environmental studies. Alexandra's plans after graduation are working at 8th Day Farms in Holland to explore and learn more about sustainable agriculture. Fans, let's join head coach Kim Vincent and the entire Hope College lacrosse program in congratulating our Super 7 seniors for 2017. Congratulations and thanks once again, seniors and families. Fans, also here on Senior Day, after the game this afternoon, you'll have a chance to meet the Flying Dutch lacrosse team. Immediately following the conclusion of today's game with Alma, you're invited onto the field to receive a Hope Women's Lacrosse poster and get autographs from team members. A special thank you to Skur Printing for their generosity and support of Hope College athletics. And it's Saturday here at the stadium, so that means you have the opportunity to participate in the weekly Buffalo Wild Wings Brainbuster Trivia. You can look for the trivia question only on the Hope Athletics Twitter account Get there right now. Tweet your guess in for a chance to win a gift certificate from BW3. All of your guesses must tag Hope Athletics and include the hashtag BWWBrainBuster. Make sure you submit your guess before halftime, at which point we will announce the winner of today's BW3 gift certificate. You must be present to win. And again, we'd like to send out a special thank you to BW3 for their continued support of Hope College Athletics. And now let's meet the starting lineups for this afternoon's lacrosse game here at Van Andel Stadium. First of all, for our visitors from Alma, head coach Ashley Johnson, assisted by Cora Essenmacher. For the Scots, number 1, Kylie Den Braber. Number 4, Mia Harvey. Number 7, Darby Kaler. Number 8, Katie Rogers. Number 9 for the Scots, Tori Basso. The goalkeeper, number 13, Allie Ray. Number 14 is Stephanie Menkitz. Number 15, Olivia Benoit. Number 16 for Alma, Haley Bates. Number 18 is Caitlin Urich. And the captains for the Scots, number 5, Brianna Soriano. And number 21, Miranda Cruz. And now let's meet the starting lineup for head coach Kim Vincent's Flying Dutch. Coach Vincent assisted by Lori Zimmerman and Megan Fisher. Number 1 for the Flying Dutch is Aaron Caton. Number 12, Alex Watts. Number 10, Allison Darnell. Number 13, senior Rainey Thomas. Number 18, senior Audrey Park. Number 21 for Hope, senior Mara Droppers. Number 27, Madeline Shoup. Number 7, senior Serena Harris. And captains for the Dutch, number 3, Emily Dean. Number 8, Amy Hickson. And last but not least, senior number 14, Alex Webb. Who did I miss? Did I miss somebody? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. And how could I forget Dana Kim, number 22? My apologies, Dana Kim. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we invite you to please stand. Remove all headgear, our flag flying proudly on the east side of the stadium near the scoreboard. Please feel free to join in the singing of our national anthem. Thank you, fans, and well done as always. Also want to recognize our officials today, Lauren McCarty, Paige Winnie, and Ann Drummond.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Van Andel Soccer Stadium. It's Steve Binnig alongside Carly Van Swoel for today's matchup between the Hope College Flying Dutch matched up against the Alma Scots today. Hope coming in with an overall record of 7-6, and then Alma with the 8-7 record. Hope at third in the MIAA, 5-2 in the conference. Alma near the bottom of the table, 2-5, but obviously going to be a good matchup between two teams that are both fighting for an opportunity to play in the postseason.
Yeah, women's lacrosse for Alma rolled past Trine University on Thursday night, 14-9, which improved the Scots to their current record. This is the most games the Scots won since 2013. Senior Brianna Soriano led the Scots with 4 goals. Our Keller second hat of congrats to her on an awesome game. For the 6th game this season, Keller collected a high draw controls with so really good game for them, off a strong win to try to propel them in this game against Hope. While Hope carries 13-11, which would be the first for Michigan their athletic by St. Mary's and senior Dana Kim of Libertyville and sophomore Al of Farmington Hills scored 2 goals for the Dutch. And senior Alex Webb of Woodland Hills, California, so they're all the way out to Hope College to play lacrosse. 1 goal and 4 assists for the Flying Dutch. Had one of the exciting goals at the end to give the lead towards the end.
That's great, Carly. Thank you for the background information. We're starting off here in the first half. Alma in possession near the Dutch goal, and we're going to get a stoppage in play here. Don't know who the penalty is on, so it'll actually be a free shot here for the Scots. Whistle goes. Shot on goal is saved there. That, of course, is number 12, Alexandria Watts, getting on that one. Ball out of play, race won by the Scots. So they're in possession now behind the net. Looks like number 8, Amy Hickson, out there. She gives it to number 4. Oh, my apologies. Number 8, Katie Rogers. She hands it off to Mia Harvey, looking at the wrong side of the roster, and we're going to get another stoppage here. And Harvey once more will have a free look at the net. Whistle goes. She elects to pull out. And we'll restart the offense. She hands it off to number 5, Brianna Soriano. Soriano, one of the captains on this Scots team. Top at 15, Olivia Benoit. Benoit coming across the arc. Good defense here by the Dutch, as Alma really hasn't had much penetration yet into that vital zone. Benoit runs right at it. Shot just misses the right side. Race is once more going to be won by the Scots. They will retain possession. Clock running, 28-15 still in the first half.
A really good job early on of getting in those passes, closing up those gaps, the lane towards goals. Really good job at back everything out.
Great insight, Carly. Here's number 8. That's Rogers once more behind the net. Comes off the right side. Tough defense there by Audrey Park. Back up top now to Benoit. Benoit sitting on it. Surveys her option. Goes right outside Harvey. Harvey will run at a defender. Once more directed behind the goal now. She'll try to wrap around. Instead, once more takes the drop step back and another pass out. And the Scots will continue to run the possession so far in this game. 2.5 minutes gone, and Hope hasn't seen the ball yet. Still some nice pass by the Scots. Back near the far side of the field, still behind the goal, now back in front of it, inside the arc. That 5, Brianna Soriano, thought about the shot, then throws it, passes off the mark, but picked up once more by Mia Harvey. Harvey comes right. Got there by a Dutch defender. Now she'll go to the goal. Gets bumped a couple times, able to keep possession. Cradling, now goes back to Soriano. Soriano faked the shot. Nice move there. Gets the defender on the ground. Takes it to the net. Shot bounces and saved by Watts. Nice save there by Watts as she collects and will look to pass out, as she does from behind her own goal. And now the Dutch will have their opportunity to move up the field. Long pass here, and we are going to cross the midfield stripe. All on the ground. That's picked up by number 1, Erin Tan. Now she goes inside. Shot there. Ball up in the air. Kind of wild on this first possession for the Dutch. Bit of a scrap for it. Danny Kim looked like she had it in her basket, but unable to do so, and now taken away by a Scot.
Foul. Possession back.
And once more there. Another stoppage. And the Scots will once more have a chance to get this one underway. Pass right away is picked off by number 4. That's Bailey Berberick. And she gives it to Dana Kim. Kim through the midfield. Guarded tightly there by a Scot defender. Now back to a defender. Will take her space and goes up top towards Canton. She can't handle it. And instead will go to a Scot who's able to get it out and come to a midfielder. That's number 7, I believe, Darby Taylor. And Taylor with a lot of real estate in front of her, and she is just running. Takes it up, finds an attack, and a nice cut move there. Believe that is Soriano. Now she's met out by a defender, and we're going to get a push here. And Soriano will have the free chance here from just inside the arc. She passes inside now. Down low opportunity. The chance there looked like we might have had a flag come out from an official. Then she tucked it right back away, and the Scots will retain possession from behind the goal. Pass inside, finds no one. Eventually he's going to come up top, and Kaler will collect. Approaches the arc, goes right, now left. Cradling, good defense again. Hit there, and now a foul. So that was Park, I believe, Audrey Park with the defense, and her long pass towards Kim is over the head of Kim. Will now get that midfield stripe so it can be played by the Hope attack, and a push on a Scott. And now that number 7 looks like, I'm not sure I have a number 7 on my roster. Oh, it's Serena Harris. She's down to the bottom of my list. So Serena Harris now coming across the midfield. Gets the pass out. Canton.
This whole offense like on the outside really well in the middle. There, that's and involved.
Another stoppage here, so now number 27, Maddie Shoup, will have a chance. With the free opportunity. Her shot bounces and in. So a goal for Maddie Shoup. That opens our scoring here, 1-0 in favor of the Dutch. Once again, Maddie Shoup with the first goal of the afternoon. It's 1-0 Dutch, 23:36 left in the first half here.
Yeah, and that's just some really great offense right there. Alma's really like the head her crashing down lane. Good place being where her eyes were. Her bounce shot, great overall. Right there by.
You said it right, Carly. And we'll get underway here again with another draw at midfield, of course. That'll be between number 7, Serena Harris, number 7, Darby Taylor, and I believe that's Dana Kim in there for the Dutch. Taylor versus Kim on the draw. Whistle goes, ball up in the air. Hit toward the Dutch side of the field. Ball still on the ground, bit of a scrap here. No one has possession of it. Was in someone's stick there. And then Park over there to grab it, and she is able to collect. She'll bring it back out as the Dutch will look to get rolling here once more. Here's Hickson. Gives it off to Berberick. Berberick goes across the field. Finds Shoup. Shoup with it now, just outside the arc. Back across to Kim. Kim cuts right. Now goes right at the goal. The shot there, right into the large stick of the goalie for the Scots. That is Allie Ray with a nice save. She's able to get it out of her possession, hand it off to a teammate. Now the Scots are moving forward.
I gotta say, for analytical comment, but lacrosse goalies, they're yeah, the goal is really big. All balls. That lacrosse goalie stopped the game.
Yeah, that's right, Carly. Can be a fun job, and I'm sure it doesn't feel good when you take one off the body. But you have to be a little bit crazy, a little bit fearless.
Yeah.
I'd say a lot of fearless participants who are playing goalie. Here's a shot here, and that's by number 1, Erin Caton, and she knocked that one down. So Erin Canton with the second shot, having a hard time pronouncing Erin's last name here today. She knocks down the second goal of the game for the Dutch. It's 2-0 here, 22:05 left in the first half.
Great overall around the ball. You don't know what you're doing. Bounce low like you did, but great job.
Yeah, that's right. And she came in and really just a gentle, almost like a finesse shot, and just lobs it right over the goalkeeper there, Carly. And there you have it, 2-0, 22:05 left in the first. Draw to come. Whistle goes. This one is going to be won by the Dutch, but then quickly given away there. At least the turnover was forced. Now a pass up toward Scott's offensive end. And it is broken up. And the Dutch retain possession. Now another wayward pass. And this time the Scots have a chance. Now into the arc. Ball on the ground, and we're going to get a stoppage and play, a foul. So a free look will be coming up here. Clock continues to go. Now a stop. Just before we eclipse the 22-minute. It'll be number 7, Darby Kaler, with the opportunity. Her shot is high and over the crossbar. Out of play. And the race is won by the Dutch, I believe. And they will have possession coming out from behind their own goal. Long clear here will break the midfield stripe. Goes to number 1, Canton. And she hands off to Dana Kim. Dana Kim with some room in front of her. It's a 3-on-2 rush here for the Dutch. Kim with the pass. Up top, can't tell who that is. Shot is blocked anyways. Great save there by number 13, Allie Ray. As that was... Carly, can you see the number from here? I can't. The Scots will take possession.
3.
Yeah, 3. So that is Emily Dean, who had the opportunity on the 1-on-0. Could not convert. And the Scots once more have possession. Good defense here. And now we're going to get stoppage in play. And this one is going back to the Dutch. Karina Harris gives it off to Kim. Kim through the midfield. Looks over her op. Now finds Canton. And on the wing. Goes inside now. That's Dean inside. She can't get it to go. Canton picks up the rebound. Will go herself with the left hand. Can't get it to fall. And eventually it's collected by a Scot who is just really harassed there by a myriad of sticks, it seemed. And off the deflection, this one is going to stay with the Scot. Moving forward. 15, Olivia Benoit now runs to the sideline. She's pushed there. Once more, we'll stay with the Scot. Dr. Park a little bit too physical.
A lot. Oh, really well on these fast breaks, but where hope goes wrong is fast that go long and that's off.
Longer stoppage. Pass out goes to number 5, Soriano. Soriano runs right at the goal. A shot here. That one is saved. May have taken a deflection in, but we'll credit the save to Watts once more. Quick reaction there, Carly, what you were talking about earlier. Really impressive play there by Watts. Now pass around the arc. Got still on offense. Benoit has it. Now she cuts inside. Nice move there on the backhand. Can't get it to fall. Back behind the goal one more time. Now Harvey. Harvey with it. Slows down. Scott setting their offense. Harvey inside the arc. Now is met by 2 Dutch defenders. Able to bounce around and get out of it, but then she lost the ball behind her. And this one will turn over to the Dutch. 27, Shoop coming in with the nice defensive stop there. Maddie Shoop. Elect to go right to her goalie, and now the longer pass, and that one came off of Scott, will be collected by another close to that third line there. Of course, the attack can't come back across that line into the defensive zone for the Dutch. Now Harvey behind the goal. Goes back across to Rogers. Rogers behind the goal. Switches over to her left hand. Now back to her right. And a bump there. Looks like we got a hold. Scoop once more involved. And Rogers dishes it around, staying outside the crease. Now back to the top of the arc. Shot inside. Won't find anyone. And goes out of bounds, but the Scots will win the race and retain possession. Oh, wrong I
Okay,
am
yeah, they're
again.
gonna
The
give it to
Dutch,
Hope.
yep. Bruce inbounded. Burlett, who's able to get it out. She finds Burbrick. Burbrick coming through the midfield. A lot of green space in front of her. Now into the attack. Got one Scott trailing her. Long pass towards the goal. And that was cleanly picked out of the air by the goalkeeper there, Allie Ray. Nice play there by Ray. Her pass eventually comes to Shoop. And we're going to have an overload in the, what looked like maybe a wayward whistle there. And play will resume. Shoop coming left. Hands it off. Now inside. Number 7, Harris. Harris back up top. Pass there to Kim. Kim has it, cradles. Punch number 3, Emily Dean. Dean goes right. Dean all the way to the goal. Shot will go. 3-0 to the Dutch. 16:37 left in the first half. 3-0 Dutch. Emily Dean with the finish. Nice looking play there for Emily Dean.
That was just a clear shot right there. She saw Allie Ray step up a little bit. Plenty of room to hit that back. Nice dive shot.
Right. Emily Dean on the score sheet once more here today. Things moving along pretty quickly. Got started right around 1 o'clock, and looking at the clock at the north end of the stadium, or sorry, that would be the east end of the stadium. About 15 minutes gone on the game clock, 15 minutes into the hour. And the Scots off the draw. Bring it across, and then some tough defense there from Shoop. Brings it free, and now on the run, that's got to be Canton. Just faster than everybody, Carly. Here she goes, pass inside now, looking for Serena Harris. Harris couldn't collect, and it fell into the mitt of Allie Ray. Now it's Miranda Cruz for the Scots. She's having her turn it out, running everybody. And she continues to break down the sideline, still in possession. Now Cruz will go inside. Nice pass there to 15. Benoit. Benoit spins left now with the shot. Lost it on her way in. Picked up at the end by Watts there. And Watts gets it out to, I believe that was Shoop on the far side. And now it's passed up to Canton. Canton with 3 defenders around her. Looked around, now will slow down, back pedals. Goes back to the midfield towards Darnell, and Darnell will bring it across. Darnell in possession, back to Canton. To Dana Kim. Kim outside the arc, slows it down to a walking pace now, waiting for the offense to get set. Now goes right. Kim with the right. Goes behind the goal. That's Darnell. Darnell with flows up once more, looking for a pass. Goes inside the arc now. Down into the trapezoid. Battled around there. I believe that's Burbrick around it, and she is eventually able to win it and get the pass out. Here's Shoop. Goes back to Burbrick. Burbrick can't handle the pass. Outside the arc. Spins once. Now goes left and right. Back behind the goal. That's Burbrick. And Harris has it. Harris coming into the trapezoid. Outruns her defender, but misses on the short side. Missed shot is picked up by Dean, who collects, and the Dutch will run yet another offensive set. Here's Dean coming across. Spins left. Nice move out by Dean. Gets her on the double move. And Canton has it. Now goes with the left. Cuts out of it. Finds Darnell, who goes back to Kim. This offensive set is still running for the Dutch. Kim, good defense there from the Scots. They are keeping them out. And Harris is going to have to chase this one down. She will, as we are now under 14 minutes left in the first half. Dutch still up, 3-0. Kim up top to Burbrick. Haley goes left then right, met there by a defender for the Scots. Hands it off to Madeline Shoop. Shoop gives it to Kim. Kim goes left and right. Now back behind the goal. Dean has it. Dean steps inside, now backs out. Gives it into Kim. Kim can't handle the pass. And finally, the Alma Scots are able to break up that offensive set of the Dutch, and they will look to head the other direction. Long pass is going to be stay in bounds, and running that sideline, but then fouled before it went out of bounds was 18, Caitlin Urich. Caitlin Urich now will have the free possession inside. Takes on that same Hope defender and gets an elbow. And now Urich continues to play. Moves forward. So after the whistle, ball behind the net now for the Scots. Ball is batted towards the goal. Won't go. Nice looking play there from the Scots. They made something out of nothing, but a little less fortunate as the ball did not find the twine. Behind the net, that's Watts. Watts can't handle it. Able to pick up her own drop. Tosses it towards that third line. Won't. They're not found by a teammate. Instead goes back to the Scots. And here's Benoit at the top of the crease. Duck around a stick and then pinched underneath. Number 8, Katie Rogers will collect. He finds number 5, Torliano. Torliano goes left then right. Torliano spins. Met there by 2 Dutch defenders. Gotten up top. He's chased all the way out and will have to pass out of that play. Ball almost comes to the line. Met by from behind there. The 26, Burlette. Tough defense for the Dutch.
Relentless.
Right, he's chasing everyone around this entire field. Nice play there by Park. Audrey Park comes up with the steal. Cuts right. Nice looking move there. And Audrey Park with the long pull will make her move coming forward. Park still going now into the attack. Looks right then left. Continues to move forward and now will finally pass out of it. Canton. Aaron Canton goes inside. Nice pass, but unable to finish was Darnell, who lost it on the turn. And we're going to get a push here.
That was ready to stop. Got the ball.
That's right. And now Urich has it. He looks to clear. Does so. Nice play there to Benoit. Benoit with room in front of her. Chased by 2 midfielders of the Dutch. Now it's for Mia Harvey. Nice spin move, but she lost it halfway through that spin move. And Park, who was just in the attack, is now back on defense as she battles for possession. Knocked around a couple times, scooped out there by, I believe that was once more Burlette. Now it's Debra Brander. Hands back behind to Mia Harvey. Harvey short pass. Goes to Rogers. Rogers coming on the forehand. Now back to her backhand. Hands it off to Torliano. Torliano looked over her options. Can't find a pass and then does. That's 7, Kaler. Kaler is fouled. So Kaler will have the free opportunity right at the top of the crease. This is exactly where you want it, Carly. Set her stick to fix her headgear. And Kaler goes low, but somehow it missed on the short side. Another whistle, and this one's going back to the Dutch. Off the out-of-bounds play. Given to goalie Watt. Now comes up the left side as Bailey Berberick has it. And he looked to pass inside. Does so successfully, and that's Darnell now with it. Just over 9 minutes to go in the first half of this one. Still 3-0 in favor of the Dutch. Canton on the wing. Blows it up, finds Dana Kim. Kim bobbled it for a minute, but scoops up the loose ball. Now hands it off. Back to Darnell. Darnell takes a look back at her own bench. Now the Dutch will run their offense. Here's Kim. Gonna run through everyone. Goes back behind the goal. Canton goes inside towards Darnell. Darnell can't handle it. Ball on the ground. And Bailey Berberick is able to recover the loose ball. Harris brings it across. Down to Witt. Witt hands it off to Dean, who's behind the goal. Emily Dean to the goal, and she will finish there. Sets her stick down, and that will be 4-0 with 8:03 to go.
I like how Hope had a lot of cutting motion. Had to really up that area, forcing the defenders to face the girls cutting, make sure to get their attention. Have Emily Dean a perfect goal.
Greg Carley, a good-looking offensive set, and Emily Dean, who didn't touch the ball in that possession, finally got her chance, made the most of it. So once more, 4-0 here. The Scots have called a timeout, but we'll stick right around here at Van Andel Soccer Stadium. So, little word on the weather. It's a bit colder than it's been all week. Cloudy skies here today. A bit windy here, but never really a problem down on the soccer field with the way the stands are stationed. You don't get that western wind, which is very nice for any athlete that's on this field. The Dutch are looking good once more. They win today's game. They will improve to 6-2 in the conference, only trailing St. Mary's and the Calvin Knights. Of course, Alma, if things were to stay how they are right now, would fall down to 2-6, third from bottom. Above Trinidad Olivet, trailing Albion, Kalamazoo, Adrian, and then the top of the table. Once again, still a competitive game. Both teams have had their fair share of chances. In my eyes, it's really been that the Dutch have gotten bounced, whereas the Scots have not.
Yeah, Alma and Hope. Alma has gotten more of their shot, the quality of their shot get higher, and last 5 it's that off Hope. But first, got a lot of pass. Back. That aggressive. So aggressive, a lot of stop plays help slow down this offense. Cutting, out, trying things. Now with
Right, Carly, and just looking over my notes on the roster, you look at Burlette and Park were really two of the rocks in the back for the Dutch. And Burlette only a freshman, but seems to play that same style that Audrey Park has really embodied the last 4 years here for the Dutch. Just, I mean, it's in your face oftentimes when the Dutch have their opportunities down in the offensive end and they turn back to set their offense. No Alma Scott is giving them any pressure. And whereas on the other side of the field, every single time that Alma loses the ball or is forced back, they are just unrelentingly pressured by a Hope defender. Seemingly it's been Burlette or Park every single time this game. Yeah, and just want to see that pressure continue for the Dutch and also kind of ramp up for the Scots. I think they'll have a more successful time getting stopped defensive end. Off the draw coming out of the timeout. Ball up in the air is going to eventually picked up by Thought Park at it. Went back to her leg. Scott came in to recover and then handed it right over, and now coming into the offensive end, that is for 8, Hickson. Hickson looked around. Give it back to Harris. Harris will take her time, swooping run behind the goal. Goes back to Duke. Dean has it now. Pushed back out to the top of the arc. And inside, look at Kim. Kim can't handle it. Now, nice looking play there by Maddie as she is able, Maddie Shoop that is, as she's just able to knock the stick down and pick up the loose ball. And Dutch will have another chance here as we are just about 7 minutes to go in the first half of this one. Still 4-0 in favor of Hope. Here's Darnell. Inside the arc, going to work with her defender. Nothing doing there. So passes to Shoop. Fake left, now goes right. Looked inside, pass over the head of everyone. That'll be for and Guetz with the ball there. Up the left side there. Faced by the entire way. Tried to get the ball over the midfield stripe, but he can't do. And Audrey Park with a full head of steam running right towards the goal here. Park cuts inside, looked to take it the entire way herself. My apologies. Lost it on the way in. And now we're going to get someone who's called for a bit of a whack there. That was number 2, Riley DeWitt. Down on the stick. Alma with possession just inside their own defensive end. Keeper Brander. Forward. There. Into midfield. Right. Then is slowed down by the whistle of the referee.
Really overly. Of course.
Encouraging. Nothing else for the Dutch. Have your senior defender really taking the lead like this here on today at Hope College. Something we haven't mentioned yet.
Yeah.
Of course, celebrating our 7 seniors on the Hope College women's lacrosse team here today. Off to number 7, Darby Kaler. Kaler into the crease now, looked around, met there by a wall of defenders, and then once more pressured by Shoop. And now a bit of a push on Kaler, so she will take it to the far side of the arc with free opportunity. Walked up now towards the top as the referee wants to spot foul. Stepped inside, it'll be Kaler. Kaler, a little bit of a stutter step, elect come back out with it, hands it off to Benoit. Benoit spins on the left hand now, has to give it back out. Taylor. Or nowhere to go. Back out to Benoit. Benoit will survey her op. Side the arc now has a free lane to the net. You get the shot off, bounced around, looked like it might sneak in. It does not. Picked up by a Hope defender who will spin out. Hands it off to Hickson, and Hickson will bring it forward. Out to the right side. Now inside Darnell near the midfield stripe, and the Dutch are on the rush once more. 4:10 left in the first half. 4-0 Hope over the Scots. Darnell goes back towards Kent. Left side. Danny cradles and once more down to DeWitt. Works all the way around the offense. Pass almost goes out of bounds, but it's collected by Coop. Will bring it back in for the Dutch. Tries to go down low. And get off a couple bodies, one out of bounds, and the Scots now take over. Midfield, Scott still in possession. Just like that, though, the ball is on the ground. A little bit of a scrum for it. Now it's up in the air, batted around by a couple different players. Scott picked it up. Couldn't tell who had it there. Urich with it. He hands it off to 7 Kaler. Kaler in the offensive end. Back to Benoit. Benoit really the facilitator of the offense for the Scots. Cool. Scott car. Still playing good defense, but now a shot down low, and just like that, commentators curse, and the shot goes in. And for number 5, that's Soriano. One of the captains for the Alma Scots gets her team on the board, 4-1. Just what the doctor ordered as we approach halftime. 2:30 left in the first half. 4-1. Scots now on the board. Brianna Soriano.
That's goalie finding the spot. They try to go high, but up low and down up out goal is exactly.
That's right, Carly. And again, just really quick movement there by Soriano. She was able to get, like you said, she faked the shot up high and then down low. And Walsh just was was unable to react quickly enough to make the save. And off the draw, once more is loose, but Park will pick up. Then she lost it, able to kind of pull a move on herself as she spins out of trouble. And now the pass up towards the other end will come. That's Harris. Yeah, so Sabrina Harris. Now on the near side, broadcaster's booth bumped, and she will get play started again.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Harris comes up towards the arc, now cuts right. Drop step and spins back behind the goal. Still comfortable there as she will look over her options, and the Dutch will have a chance here to make the lead 5-1. Pass inside to Kim, but a great save there by Allie Ray, as she really just stuffed Kim there right on the doorstep, and the Scots are looking to go the other way.
Smart rush by Allie Ray. She knows she's close to the goal. She just go low. Keep that stick nice and high, and Kim just shot it right into her net.
Mia Harvey brings it forward for Scott. Back around to Rogers. Katie Rogers has a player flashing inside, can't get it to her. Once more met by that wall of Hope defenders. Now Rogers coming around the arc. Gets it out of her stick to number 1, keeper Bander. Keeper Bander is fouled going toward the goal. Now she has a free shot coming up. Goes keeper Bander to the net, and that one was saved, but lots of contact there. Keeper Bander is down, as well as a couple other Dutch players. Tell who all was involved with that one. To Riley Milton.
21.
Yeah, 21 is that smart droppers. So great kicks in. Like everyone is okay now. Kylie still feeling the after that one, and she'll have yet another free shot here, this time from inside arc. Top foot will. Keeper Banner goes low, but a nice save there by the Dutch goalkeeper, Watts, and it goes over the net and eventually in the crease. Comes to Watts with 48 seconds left in the first half. Watts goes long, goes all the way up. Number 10, Allison Darnell. Darnell will bring it across. Back right. 35 seconds now to go in the first half. Dutch to move quickly. Dana Kim. Back to DeWitt. Goes to Chu. Chu left, right. Back to Kim. Kim goes left and right to the goal. She shoots and she scores. Contact after the fact won't matter because Dana Kim able to score there.
Quick aggressive, like there over long. Great strong.
Yeah, tough looking hit took there as well. She has to take her face mask off, cover that one, but great play nonetheless by Dana Kim. So with 15.4 seconds to go in the first half, the Dutch have increased their lead back to 4. It's 5-1.
15.4 seconds remaining in the first half.
these facing off. I don't know. Are they at Alma or are they here?
should.
They're here. I mean, we can see them. Kind of a dumb question right through the trees. So now 10 seconds to go, but the Dutch right here in front of us on Van Andel Soccer Stadium as Dana Kim have a chance to increase the lead once more. Kim all the way to the goal, but a great stop on the doorstep. But with 0.3 left, we have 2 players down. Kim, one of them, and also number 14, Stephanie Manquetz, I believe that is she hit the ground hard. But it's doing whatever she could to get in the way there of Kim, including sacrificing her own body, and I believe that Kim's going to have a chance at a free shot. Of course, after attention. Body coming at you full speed. You add to that a couple cross kicks. Never feel good no matter where you get hit. Right. Fell down awkward. That leg or the right knee really hasn't moved down. Scary moment here for junior defender Neo. Great. Have been all 3 or 4. Oh, you're playing on the field regularly, Carly. It's not the best surface out there, especially now come to her feet. So good to see. A little bit shaken up, but all right. Gonna walk off under her own power and. So she's got some of the K tape on her left side, so tries something right side. The tough take there. Like to be all right as he walks off once more. I believe we're gonna get underway with Danny Kim and a shot from inside. Could be wrong about that. Like I was saying about the playing surface, Hope is actually getting a new soccer field, doubles as our cross field over the summer, and this one will actually go to the Scots now. But the turf right now pretty worn down. Sometimes your cleat will get stuck in the surface. Just like that, the buzzer will sound. So at the end of the first half, it is 5-1 in favor of the Dutch. We'll be back here in about 10 to 15 minutes for some second half action once more. The Dutch leading the Scots 5-1. Stay right here. We'll be back.
Monday, hit the road.
Honey, did you remember to bring the GPS?
Nope.
Oh. Well, you have an app on your phone to tell us how to get where we're going?
I do not.
Really? So you have an actual map, like the kind that are hard to fold? You just know where you're going?
No idea.
Don't be this guy when it comes to financial planning. LVZ Advisors. We'll help get you there.
Hey, we're all a little lost. You know where the lake is?
Welcome back to Van Andel Soccer Stadium, but today we're playing lacrosse. It's the women's Hope College Flying Dutch versus the visiting Alma Scots. Halftime score was 5-1 in favor of the Dutch. Scots are looking back and seeing if they can make things happen a little bit better here in the second half. Dutchmen will be moving from left to right in this half. Scott the opposite, right to left, across your computer screen. Opening draw coming up. Whistle goes, and we are underway here. Goes toward the Dutch offensive zone, and it is picked up there by number 7, Serena Harris. Harris with it on the wing. Now behind the goal. Gives it off to Shoop. Shoop steps inside. Will give it back to him. Dana Kim with it. Now to Darnell. Darnell waits. Hangs on to possession. The ball comes inside, met there by 2 defenders. Steps back out and will hand off to Emily Dean. Emily Dean lost for a minute, able to collect. Now cuts left. Nice move there by Dean. Nowhere to go. Gives it back to Kim, and we're going to get a stoppage in play here. Don't know exactly what happened there, Carly, but Kim will have a free shot here right at the top of the arc, and she will put it home. So Dana Kim knocked it down. Nice start here. That's 11 shots on goal. 6 of them have found the twine for the Dutch. 6-1 here. 29-10 left in the ball game. Hope over Alma.
Exciting for Dana Kim to get her goal of the day today. It's cool to see growth she had coming out last day. Scale for I work with her at the Dow, which has very discouraged after that injury, but recovered much faster than doctors. Therapists able to hear long played right from the beginning, full contact, which is really exciting to see for her seniors.
That's right, and here on senior day, 2 more goals to her season. Of course, she leads the Dutch in scoring this year. I'm sure Carly will pull up just how many goals she has.
Yep. Her 34th for this season.
Yeah, that's incredible. So 34 goals, and what now? This is only their, look at this, 14th game this year. Oh, mathematician, but that is more than 2 goals a game.
We have been known to struggle with our math skills on the
That's
live
right.
broadcast. So
Here right in front of us is a picked off pass by number 21. That's Mara Droppers. Nice play there by Droppers. She steps into the attack now and gives it off to Dana Kim. Droppers now will switch out with Bailey Berberick behind the play. Pass from Kim is behind Darnell and goes back to the Scots. Scots coming forward. Now in the neutral zone in midfield. And Benoit will bring it into the attack. Dutch with a lot of numbers back. Scots slow to transition, but they're getting there. Here's Benoit. Pass down back behind the net. Mia Harvey with it. Sits and waits and hands off to Rogers. Katie Rogers comes back to Soriano. Soriano with the lone goal of the game for the Scots. See if the captain can't do it once more. She fakes right and now goes left. Gets met there by a couple defenders, and this one is just going to bounce around and fall into the large stick of number 12, Alex Watts. The goalkeeper for the Dutch gets it out. Come the other way now is Hickson. Annie Hickson with it, or Amy Hickson, my apologies. Gives it to Berberick, and once more the Dutch in a numbers up situation. I don't know if Berberick recognizes it, but she's got numbers to her left. Fakes left, now cuts back right. Now wants to do the same spin move in the opposite direction. One more time just for good riddance, and gets it down low. And Dana Kim cutting through the midfield looking for the hat trick, can't get it. And she comes back out to the upper arc and back to Maddie Shoop. Shoop down inside the trapezoid. And a shot on goal. That was from Emily Dean, if my eyes are treating you all fairly. And Emily Dean will pick up her second of the game. 7-1, 26:51 left in the game. Once more, 7-1. Dutch over the Scots.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Vincent, you got to be happy with the way that your team has come out after this halftime. Really talking to them, they did really well in the first half, came out aggressive and strong, but 2 goals in the first 3-ish minutes is exactly what you want if you're the coach, and just really great effort by Hope to show that they're staying in the driver's seat and maintain that control.
Draw to come. Whistle goes, ball in the air. Goes back towards the Dutch. Nice win there. That was by Droppers, and then she collects. Ends it out the other way to Canton. Canton inside to Kim. Kim looks around, goes back to Berberick. Bailey Berberick coming right, now left. Nice move there. Back out, finds Kim inside. Kim with the catch, but a great save once more by 13. That's Allie Ray. And you said it earlier, Carly, and when you take away that top half of the net, it's just pretty difficult to score when you're that close in. So nice play there by Ray. Here's Benoit. Hands it off to Kaler. Kaler goes opposite side. That ball will roll. Not quite out of play, but pretty close to it. The Scots will just bring it back in. Urich with it now. Urich tries to go inside. Pass was deflected. Darnell eventually ends up with it, and now she wants to transition out. She finds Canton. Canton makes one defender miss and now just takes the space in front of her. Goes right, now left. Canton all the way to the goal. No one's around her. She shoots, but just misses on the near post. See who this one's going to be given to. It will go back to the Scots, as signaled by the referee.
Canton really showing off her speed in that last play, going over half the field, juking out a couple defenders and making it to the goal.
That's right. Droppers picks up the pass. That's what I was thinking as she was running, Carly. I was like, boy, I think she's faster than me coming down the field. Here's Canton. Once more this time, not moving anywhere, but even when she's sidestepping, she looks quick. It's just like at any moment she could make a defender miss and go right to the goal.
And she just makes quick, easy, simple moves that really juke out her defenders.
That's right. Here's Berberick back behind the goal. Pass inside Kim. They like that one up top. Another nice save there. Once more by Allie Ray. Same situation. Keep that stick high, and good things happen, it seems, for Allie Ray.
All right, it looked like Kim tried to get it down a little lower than go for that up high shot where Ray's net was, but she just didn't have the time or the space to get it down low.
Berberick with some great control shown here. And she hands it back to Darnell. High pass goes to Kim. Kim right at a defender. Nice spin move. Now bounce shot won't go. This one going to stay with the Dutch as Maddie Shoup won the race. Shoup with a couple girls looking for it. Tries to find Berberick. Pass a little bit wayward, but will just harmlessly come to Emily Dean.
Once again, your Hope Alma softball update. They are now in the top of the 10th inning, still tied 1-1. Hope took the first game 2-0, and Hope is currently up to bat.
And we got a bump here. That's Maddie Shoup, who was looking to go to the goal. 23:30 left in this one. Not really much of a contest anymore. 7-1 in favor of the Dutch. And Shoup looking to add another one to the tally here, as she's got the free opportunity from the far side of the arc. Shot low, nice save there. Once more by Allie Ray. And the quick outlet pass. Finds Soriano, and Soriano also wearing an E-brace. Steps around a couple defenders, and then her pass is eventually going to go out of bounds and right back to the Dutch. So number 4, Mia Harvey, couldn't handle that one. Freshman from Grand Rapids, Forest Hills North. And it finds Canton. Canton once more sidesteps her defender and stick out in front of her. Goes right down the field. Elects to find back to Berberick. Berberick now entering the attack. Thought about going right to the goal. Instead, looks to pull out and hand off to Dean. Dean looking right. Takes a few steps back, now a few more. Back towards the goal. Tries to split two defenders, somehow able to hang on. And
It looks like she tried to create her own space, but there's just no space for her to create in
Right,
that
and
moment.
yeah, that drew the whistle, and ball goes back to the Scots. And now full steam ahead for them with number 9, Tori Basso. Basso isn't stopped until she hits the arc, and she's stopped there by Park. Park doing a great job, and that one's going to come out to Droppers. Droppers now has to get it out of her possession. She gets to Park. Park goes long towards Canton. Nice pass there. And Canton looking for an option. Goes to Darnell. Darnell coming across. Finds Kim. Nice ball movement here. And a foul more or less to slow down the pace of play by a Scott as Kim takes a minute. And now we'll get play underway. We're under 22 minutes to go in this one. Danny Kim. Back to Canton.
Can't move and had a slowest pace we've seen her move today.
Nice pass there to Shoop. I think that one was deflected before it got to the goal. And Dean is going to collect. Dean behind the net. Dean all the way to the goal. She will score. Emily Dean will score. Carly celebrating next to me. I think that was related to the softball. But Emily Dean right in front of us gives us another reason to celebrate. That'll be 8 reasons to celebrate today. 8-1, the Dutch over the Scots. 21-21 left in this one, and a timeout called. So maybe a chance here to talk about what's going on in the softball game.
Yeah, we had senior Samantha Adams hit a double, and the international rule for extra innings in softball is you have a runner start on second base. So she hit a double and had the girl from second base scored, so now it's 2-1 in Hope's favor, with Sammy currently standing on third base.
Carly, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that not a walk-off for the Dutch then?
Well, they played a doubleheader, so the first game Hope was home, and the second game you switch. So
Interesting.
it's the top of the 10th. So Alma still has a chance to bat after this, but I believe there's only one out or no outs. But my live stream is a little behind.
The more you know.
It looks like there's one out, so.
We'll keep you updated with that one. Right in front of us, still in the timeout. 21-21 to go in the ball game. 15 shots on goal for the Dutch, only 7 for the Scots. But really, I mean, based on the way that the Dutch are scoring, you'd figure that the Scots would have 2 or 3 more. But credit it to Alex Watts having some great saves, but not to take anything away from Allie Ray, as she's also had some great-looking saves here today. But maybe it's just the quality of shots, whatever you want to call it, where the shots are coming from. But Hope has really been in the driver's seat since the first tick of the clock in this one.
Yeah, and another update from softball. Alma's currently #1 in the conference, for those of you who do not know. And they just had a error. The pitcher tried to throw home after a bunt and threw it right in between the legs of the catcher to have another Hope girl score. So it's 3-1 with Haley Wrightsman up to bat.
Draw to come. Droppers versus Kaler. Ball is placed. Whistle goes. One by Droppers, but it's going to be whistled off. False start there. So we'll try it all over again. 21-20 now left in the ball game. Hope still in control, 8-1. This one is cleanly done and eventually comes to Park. Park then loses it. Now on the ground. Lots of action right in front of us, right about midfield. Eventually it comes to Mia Harvey. Harvey tries to find a teammate. Going to be knocked down once more. But Benoit is able to gather and collect, and she gets the advantage call from the officials. And now we'll continue to move forward. Now we got a whistle. It actually came from the referee about 50 yards away from the play, so not sure what she was necessarily seeing, but she saw something. And Benoit will carry forward. Now enters the arc. Back behind the net. The first time Alma has been in the offensive zone in quite a while now. Comes back across to Soriano. Soriano walks in.
It's interesting to me that Alma really likes to set up their offense from behind the goal.
Yeah, that's right. But Soriano there got a defender isolated, then took her on and was just able to duck underneath the attempted poke and just narrowly missed the goal. Rogers trying to go up top. Ball coming back towards the restricted zone, but is prevented there by Benoit. Now a shot bounces and goes up in the air, and Shoop's able to collect. She goes out the other side. Nice play there from Maddie Shoop. She gets it out, and carrying forward is now Burlette. So Burlette looking for the pass. She can't connect over Serena Harris's head. And play, as we're under 20 minutes to go, 1/3 of the way through this half. 8-1 Hope. Scots with possession of the ball. Cruz brings it forward. She outruns a couple of the Flying Dutch. Hands it off to Rogers. Rogers now far side of the field. Behind the goal once more, looks inside, nice pass there, but that one's going to be scooped up in the end by Watts. And all right, I can't necessarily see their faces from here, but it looked like a lot of players were confused after that whistle. As am I. Now Watts just same result. Gets the ball back and tosses it to the same place she just did. So don't really know what that was all about, but the Scots, I guess, retain possession and now come back the other direction.
There could have possibly been an offensive player for Alma in the crease. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, we're in this together, Carly.
Yep.
Here's
You and
Park.
me both.
Park gives it off to Dean. 3-on-3 break here for the Dutch. Dana Kim joining in the attack. Steps inside the arc and tries to give it back to Dean. Dean bobbles about 3 or 4 times, then finally gets it to Canton. Canton collects and gives to Darnell. Darnell goes opposite side. That's Shoop. Shoop with it. Fakes right, then left. Now Dean behind the goal. Tries to spin away from a defender. No luck there. And then lost the ball. Here's Canton on the far side. Goes with the left hand. Nice looking finish there from Canton. 9-1. Tosses it through the goalie's legs. Nothing you can do about that. Just pure skill showed by Canton.
And that just looked like she knew right away it was going in, but it just kind of snuck itself, dribbled itself right into the goal.
That's right. So lead now up to 8. It's 9-1. Dutch in command here. 17:55 left in this one, and already this one is all but over.
And like you know, in soccer, it doesn't matter the strength they kick. Sometimes you want bullets to go in different spots, but sometimes you'll get goals off the little tapped in, and that can be just as effective.
Doesn't matter how it happens, as long as it gets in behind the line, that's what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Off the draw, ball straight up in the air. never hit the ground, and it's picked up by 7, Kaler. Darby Kaler steps into the offensive end, and she will wait for her teammates to join her. Kaler back to Debra Bander. I will have everyone to know, and I'm sure that the family, Stephanie Mikes, found out prior to this that she's back out on the field. So after she spent that time down on the ground earlier on, seems like it was just precautionary. Now a chance here for the Scots. Coming out of the crease is Watts, but now steps back into her own crease and looks to go along with it. He does so and finds Shoop. Shoop now towards midfield. That's Dana Kim. Kim receives, controls, and now will bring it forward.
And Hope College just won off a pop-up, so Hope beats Alma 3-1 in the bottom of the 10th.
There you go. So the never-ending softball game has ended. Here's the Scots coming the other direction. That's 21, Miranda Cruz. Cruz with some wheels, hands it up to Benoit. Benoit now entering the crease, goes back door. That is caught somehow by Rogers. Nice play there. Rogers to goal off the post, but before that, a stoppage of, once again, just some pointing by the officials, and now Rogers is going to come out to the crease, and she'll get the free opportunity here. Rogers goes to goal, but immediately thwarted there. Tries to go inside. Nice play there. An active stick from a Hope College defender. Gets it right back to Maddie Shoop. Shoop now trying to bring it over. One of the Scots can't do so. And another loose ball. Darnell over there. Try and gather it. A couple of Scots in there. And eventually one of them will come away with it. That one is Darby Kaler. Kaler was bumped by Park. Nothing doing. And we'll hand off to Soriano. Soriano outside the perimeter. Back steps, now will attack. Goes right towards the goal, and another stoppage here. So Soriano is fouled, and basically straight away, right on the hash there, is it going to go right at the goal here. So Soriano with the lone goal for the Scots has a chance to make it 2, both for her personal tally and also for her team's tally. Here's the shot, but another active play there by the Hope defense as Soriano comes up empty. Frustrating day for her. Pass up to midfield. Dean had it, dropped it, has it again, and brings it forward to Canton. Canton can't collect. And Bates is defending her, but Canton fighting hard, gets it back, much to the appreciation of her teammates.
As we've mentioned, it is senior day here, and I don't think it'd be fair to talk about, if we didn't talk about Rainey Thomas, who's currently on the sidelines, who's had a lot to do with this Hope Lacrosse program in her years being here. Recently tore her Achilles a couple weeks ago, so kind of ended her season, and she's had multiple ACL tears and has been a frequent user of crutches in her years. So sad to see her go down, but she came out here at Hope, play basketball, tore ACL again, and then decided to walk on lacrosse and has really helped develop this program and has been a really strong leader for them. So just want to say congrats on her for being a really great role model for these girls, and hope for a quick recovery for her.
That's right. And here's another goal. That's Maddie Shoop. So she will just add to the tally, 10-1. And you talk about Rainey, and just recently here at Hope, we heard in chapel from Elizabeth Perkins, who's a well-known athlete, and especially if you've listened to the broadcast before, an athlete that I really enjoy to watch, soccer player, and basketball player, and something that she shared, 7 of the 8 seasons at Hope. So, 4 in soccer and 4 in basketball. She had an injury. So, I mean, you can imagine in Rainey a very similar situation. So 2 seniors who are really just adored here on campus, and both of them had their fair share of injury problems, but both also with 2 of the best attitudes, 2 of the hardest workers, I think, that you would find around Hope College. So inspirations in a lot of different ways to a lot of different people. And the Dutch are doing their job here. 10-1 here on Senior Day. 13:56 left in the ball game. Draw is won by Darby Kaler. Shot inside won't go as Watts is able to pick up. She goes outright. That's Shoop with it. Shoop finds Harris, and Harris will bring it forward. Harris going right and left, snaking her way across the field. Now back to Shoop. Shoop slows down, under 13 minutes to go. Back to Bailey Berberick. Berberick looking for the long pass. It's going to go all the way through the vital zone, where it is picked up by Harris, who goes back to Darnell. Darnell inside, thought she faked it for a moment. I think she was a little bit hesitant there on that pass, and as she should have been, as it was picked off by Scott, who will now send it over the head of the attack and out of bounds. Going back to the Dutch. Droppers to inbound.
We see again these last 5 or so minutes, Hope's really dominated on the offensive end. They now have 21 shots on goal, while Alma just has 15, and both goalies still have 7 saves, and Hope's starting to increase their ground balls, so up to 27 while Alma has 21, so really kind of overall maintaining the lead of the game and somehow getting the ball wherever it may be.
That's right. A little bit of sloppy play there from Shoop. Rarity from her. She misses what should be a easy pass, at least by her standards. Nonetheless, the Scots bring it the other direction. Outrunning everyone is Miranda Cruz. Seen her do that a couple times. She tries to find Torliano. Won't work out, so that long run really to no avail. And now the ball is going to trickle out of bounds as the Scots will retain possession. 16, Haley Bates to bring it in. She goes right forward into the attack. 18, Caitlin Urich. Urich looks around, finds a pass up top to D. Brabander. Now pressured very intensely by 2 Hope defenders. And eventually it's taken away by 26, Juliana Burlett. And we have a
Timeout. A Hope timeout.
Yeah, Hope timeout. So we got the blow horn announcement from our official scorer down there, and that'll have us take a break here. 10:48, at least a break from play. Carly and I aren't going anywhere. 10-1, Hope over the Scots. 10:48 left in the ball game, like I mentioned before.
So after this game, I'm pretty sure I could be corrected by anyone in this booth if I'm wrong, that after this we move into tournament play. And I work with Dana Kim, as I mentioned before, and she talked about they would be playing at St. Mary's next Wednesday at 7 o'clock. So Hope, we've seen the second half, as I talked about earlier, really maintain the driver's seat and absolute control of the game so far, really keeping on the aggressiveness and a lot of using their speed to their advantage, while Emma's kind of struggled in this second half to try to get any real offensive looks and really struggled on the defensive end to stop this Hope College team. So hopefully with 10:48, Alma can kind of pick things up, pick a couple things to work on that they can take away from this game and work on for later on, whether it be offensive sets, maybe put a little bit more pressure, maybe do some fast breaks, get some cuts in there, whatever it may be, or maybe it's just holding Hope to the 10 goals that they have right now.
We're back underway here as Emily Dean collects a long pass, walks right past the defender, and she is on a breakaway right to the goal. And she can't get it home. Nice save there. There's Allie Ray. And coming the other direction are the Scots with the likes of Stephanie and Quetz. But the pass is bounced around and then taken away by Berberick. So nice ground ball pick up there by Bailey. She spins away from a couple defenders and now was fouled on the turn and gets it up to Canton. Canton cradles. Bit more slowly. Spins around. And gives it off to Berberick. Berberick finds Shoop. Shoop lets that one get away, but then picks up the ground ball. Goes down to Darnell. Darnell back to Emily Dean. Dean going right at her defender. Oh, nice play there, but we're going to get a stoppage in play. So a nice play, but a foul play. And now Dean will have another chance, this time from the free shot. Right at the top. She shoots and she scores. So that one, she makes no mistake. Emily Dean gets her hat trick. So Emily Dean with 3 goals on the day. The Dutch now with 11. 11-1. Hope over the Scots.
Emily Dean just relentless on the offensive end. She really tries to make some short, quick cuts, some quick movements to try to get herself open, but really relentless. She'll go in, she'll come back out, set things up, and then she has no problem attacking the goal multiple times within a possession.
Our clock continues to run here. This one's been out of reach for a while. 11-1. The Dutch are over the Scots. Thank you to our viewers, very quickly. All 11 or 12 of you. 12. A new record for us, Carly. And but thank you. We are happy to provide for anyone. Just once more, such a cool experience here. Not only for Carly and I. Wow, lots of commotion there at midfield. Don't want to stop talking about the game. Once more, that is Kylie DeBrabander, who was just got hit 3 or 4 times. Now she's trying to get up to her feet, having a little bit of trouble doing so. I think she's going to be okay, though. 8:17 left in the ball game. DeBrabander hit the ground there twice. And like I was talking about earlier, Carly, I can personally assure everyone that this ground is not forgiving on Van Andel Soccer Field, and you can see DeBrabander really feeling the effects of that one. Scots with a chance here. Great defense there by Burlett one more time. Here's Soriano on the outside for the Scots versus her defender. Backs up one more time. Now cuts across the arc. Another defender, and she's hit about 3 or 4 times. That's a big one. Drops her stick. And Soriano now with a free shot from straight away. See if she can't one more time get on the score sheet. She had a similar opportunity here. Had no luck with it. Whistle goes, Soriano. Shot bounces high over the net. Collected behind the goal by Mia Harvey. And Harvey now wants to go to the goal. Her shot, and that one finds the twine. So Mia Harvey gets her name on the score sheet with 7:16 left in this one. Lead cut back down to 9, 11-2. Hope over the Scots.
Yeah, and Mia Harvey from my neck of the woods out in Grand Rapids, and actually live about 5 miles from her high school and played sports against her in high school. So really cool to see her out here playing for Alma today.
Harvey, that goal stops the clock. 7:16. Second half. 11-2.
Our PA announcer, Tom Davilar, just thrilled about the clock stopping again. 11-2 here. Once more, that goal for Mia Harvey. And off the draw, won by Darby Kaler. Let me tell you, Carly, Darby Kaler has not stopped working this entire game. Just running end to end. I don't know how she's still out there.
Yeah, definitely gets the hustle award for the game.
Pass up top, knocked around, and Dana Kim, or sorry, that's Audrey Park coming in and running through that ball, loses it in the process, and now number 9, Tori Basso, brings it the other direction. Benoit kind of knocked away. Now goes out to the sideline. We're under 7 minutes to go, about the 6.5 minute mark. Benoit behind the goal now.
Oh.
And Basso just got crushed.
Yeah.
No real
That was
words
a
for that
nice-
one. Yeah, that
yeah.
was just a. For a second, thought the men's lacrosse team was out here.
I know.
That was Burlette. Hey,
And she comes back just as
ferociously,
aggressive,
right? Yeah. And Soriano going towards the crease, can't get it out of her basket, and now Shoup picks it up, pass inside. Nice catch there by Darnell, who tries to go forward with Dean. 2 sticks collide. They cancel out and go back to the Scots. But one thing you have to keep in mind, you know, there's some people have some ridicule towards women's lacrosse. There's not much contact involved, but their baskets are so much shallower than the men's side. And that is really takes a lot of skill. And I personally have always been impressed with how able they are to keep it in their basket. Here is a chance for the Dutch as they enter the crease. Number 7, Darby Kaler. Goes towards DeWitt. DeWitt lost it, and now a foul is called. And I think this will get us just, but
Right, and this 11 does not do justice as the teams come up for the face-off. Dana Kim having herself a day on senior night, a way to go out on this Van Andel Stadium. So congrats to her.
that's right. Just over 3 minutes left in this one. Scots will win the draw. And very quickly, 3 defenders there, and eventually Shoup is just going to take that one right away, but then taken right back by Urich. And Urich now coming towards us. Nice move there. She backs through 2 defenders. One of them, Canton, who has to stop at the restricted line. And Soriano making all sorts of move at the other end. Now just walks out, past the referee, gives it off to Rogers. Katie Rogers behind the goal. She is attacking. Hands it once more towards Mia Harvey. Harvey, of course, picked up one of the 2 tallies, the other belonging to Soriano. And pass inside, hit Shoop. Now bounces around. And a whistle.
2 minutes remaining. Second half, 2 minutes.
The announcer once more. Coach Tom Davilar announcing that 2 minutes are left in this one. 12-2. Dutch are 2 minutes away. We'll talk about some things moving forward. So the Dutch are going to improve to 6-2 in the conference. They will be 8-6 overall. The Alma Scots are going to fall to 2-6 in conference. 8-8, so at 500 overall. And Carly, like you were mentioning, we will see the MIAA conference tournament coming up next. So that means that this will be the last game of the year for the Scots. But a good year for them. I mean, positive if you're finishing around the 500 mark. And
Yeah.
one thing to mention about the Scots team is that a lot of the players on the field are freshmen.
Yeah.
So hopefully a bright future in store for the Scots team.
And for having a mostly freshman squad out there right now to go 500, like you said, is impressive. And lots of room for improvement and growth. And
That's
good
right.
experience for your freshmen to play this much.
Yeah, still some seniors on their team. Of course, you have Debra Bander. You got Darby Kaler, Katie Rogers, Caitlin Urich, and Miranda Cruz. So 5 seniors still playing their last game in the maroon and gray for the Scots. 22 seconds left in this one. Darnell collects, goes to Dean. Dean already with a hat trick. Maybe she wants to add a 4th. She's fouled on the way, and she'll have a chance to do just that. So with 11.5 seconds, clock is stopped. And the referee wants the clock running. Yep. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, whistle, game over as Dean gets that shot off just as time expires. So that will do it from Van Andel Soccer Stadium. The Hope College Flying Dutch outshoot the visiting Alma Scots 20-8 and win the game 12-2. Once more, it's been Steve Binnick alongside Carly Van Swoel. Thank you very much for listening. Have a wonderful afternoon. We'll see you soon.
Qualified for the NCAA tournament. They'll be on the road Wednesday night, 7 o'clock at St. Mary's. Hope at St. Mary's, Adrian at Calvin in the other semifinal. Reminder fans, it is